Hello participant, a very good morning to all of you. It's my pleasure to speak on the topic Problems on Averages in the workshop Mathematics and Competitive Examination organized by Department of Mathematics, P.E.S. College, Pharmagudi, Ponda, Goa. I thank Principal and Head of the Department of Mathematics for giving me the opportunity to meet you all through this online workshop. I also thank the organizing committee for arranging such a wonderful program. Dear participants, all of us might be aware of the term average and would have come across statements involving the term average in our day-to-day life. Let's have a look at some of the statements which are there below each peak. Now look at this peak here. Swarali spends on an average of about 5 hours daily for her studies. Does it mean she studies exactly for 5 hours daily? The answer is no. What does it mean is she studies usually for 5 hours. She may study for less number of hours for some of the days, and on other days she may study longer. Look at this pic now. All of us know this player, right? Rohit Sharma, a very great Indian cricket player. We must have heard saying that the average score of Rohit is 50. Does this mean every time Rohit comes on the ground he scores 50 runs? Well, it is not. We know that Rohit comes on the ground so many times and he scores a variety of number of runs. But we use average to approximate the variety of runs he scores so that we do not have to list down the runs every time he makes on the ground. Okay. Another example would be average annual rainfall in India is 800 millimeter. Okay, we know that temperature in each city of India is different, right? So if we ask what is the annual temperature in India, then we can't state temperature of each and every cities, right? We have to have one single number which will represent the temperature of the entire cities in India. So like this, we hear many statements about averages. So what does the average means? Before we answer this, let's have a look at the today's outline of this presentation. Okay, so today we'll be learning the definition of the average, okay, and there are some related information. Now, the average we'll be going to learn is the common average, that is arithmetic mean. Now notice one more thing, there are so many averages are there like mean, median, mode, okay, but in this presentation we'll be going to learn the mean only, the arithmetic mean only. Alright, then we shall see the various types of problems on the arithmetic mean, okay, and then at the end we shall solve some few problems based on this arithmetic mean. Okay, so here is the definition. So average, that is the most commonly here arithmetic mean, is defined as the ratio of sum of all terms in a group to the number of terms in the group. Okay, so what is the formula? Formula is nothing but you will be given some data, you will be given some terms. All right, so to find the average of these terms, what you do, that is you add all those terms and divide by the number of how many of them are there. Okay, let's, so average is sum of quantities upon total number of quantities. See, from this formula we can obtain one more formula. What is that? If I want to find sum of these quantities, then what you do, that is if you know the average and if you know the total number of quantities, then we can find sum of quantities, and that is given by this formula. So to find the sum of quantities, what you do, you take the average, multiply with the total number of quantities. So both these formulas are very important, okay, and we shall see many problems based on this. All right, so please do keep this in mind, both the formulas. Okay, so let's see the question. The marks obtained by 5 students in mathematics are 3, 5, 8, 1 and 3. So maybe this is out of 10 our internal exams. So find its average. Alright, so what do we do? Now we know the formula for the average, right? So here basically the average meaning the arithmetic mean. Alright, so average marks will be what? Average marks of the students will be add all these terms add all these marks. Okay, that is what the sum of the quantities. So 3 plus 5 plus 8 plus 1 plus 3, and then how many of them are there? 1 2 3 4 5. So divide by 5. So if adding all these things will give us 20. So 20 upon 5 is 4. So average marks is 4. Okay, all right. Let's see the next one. The average weight of 30 men is 64 kg. Find the total weight of all 30 men. Now look at here in this problem, the average is already given. How many men are there? Total 30 men are there. So total number of quantities already given to us, and also average is given to us, right? That is, average weight of 30 men is 64 kg. So that means, what does it mean is that, okay, all the 30 men have weight near to 64 kg or around 64 kg. That's what we can say at the most. Okay, so we have to find the total weight of all 30 men. So how to find the total weight of all 30 men? We know the formula for the total, right? Total is what? Average into total number of quantities. So let us use this formula and answer this question. So total weight is equal to average weight into number of men. Okay, but average weight is given, that 64 kg, into number of men is how many? 30. So 64 into 30 is 1920 kg. Alright, okay. So what does average marks 4 means here? Okay, it means that all the marks are around, you can say 4. Okay, this is the most central value. This is what it means. Alright, okay. So let us look at this note here. Average always lies between the maximum and minimum value. Alright, so what does it mean? Look at here. So these were the terms given in this problem, right? So what is the minimum value here? Minimum value is 1. What is the maximum value? Maximum value is 8. And what is the average we got? Average we got is 4. So it will always lies between the minimum and the maximum value in the given data. Alright, so that is what it means. It will be equal to the maximum or minimum value if all the values are equal. So if all these terms are same, then the average also will be that value. Say for example, if I want to find the average of 3 3 3 3, okay, so if I want to find the average of, let's see, if I want to find the average of 3 3 and 3, so what will have, how to find average? You add all this thing, so plus you do, okay, divide by 3, because 3 of them are there, right? No, so what is this? 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, so 9 by 3. And what is the answer? The answer is 3. So if all the terms are same, the average also will be the same term. So that is what it means. So average will be equal to the maximum or minimum value if all the values are equal. Okay, because what is a look at here, what is the maximum value in here? Maximum value is 3. And what is the minimum value? Minimum value is also 3. So in this case, average is what? Equal, alright, to that maximum minimum value. And when this will happen? If all the values are same, if all the terms given are same. Alright, okay. Let's now see some useful facts about averages. Okay, the first one says is, if each of the given term is increased or decreased by x, then the average is also respectively increased or decreased by x. Now what does it mean is, let us say in this example, so you take 3 terms, say suppose 35, 45 and 37. Suppose these 3 terms are given to us, then one can easily find the average of these terms. Okay, and the average if you find, it will come out to be 39. Okay, now to this term, to these 3 terms, suppose if you add 20, suppose if I add 20 to 35, 20 to 45 and 20 to 37, so that means this 20 I am adding to each term. Okay, then what will be the average? How the average will be affected? The new average will become, okay, 39 plus 20. So this is by that note. Okay, so one can do this without this note, and that is here it is done, you see. So if you add the 20 to each of this term, then the new set becomes what? 55, 65, 57 if you add 20 here. Alright, and then find the average of this. The average of this is coming out to be same, that is 59. Okay, is that fine? So same thing we can do for subtraction also. So that means if each of if the same quantity, okay, say x, is subtracted from each of this term, okay, then the new average will be nothing but the same quantity will be also subtracted from this original average, and that will be the new average. Alright, okay. So let us go to the next one. See, here it was addition or subtraction. The same holds for multiplication as well. So if each of the term, okay, is multiplied by x, then the average, okay, original average will also be multiplied by the same amount at x. Alright. Similarly, for division also it is true. So if each of the given term is divided by non-zero x, here you have to ensure that you can say that whatever quantity you are taking is non-zero number, because division by 0 is not allowed, right? So if each of the term is divided by non-zero x, then the average also gets divided by x. Okay. Alright. So keep these facts in your mind, okay, because they are useful facts. Alright. The fourth one says is average of first n natural numbers is given by n plus 1 by 2. So suppose if you are given, say suppose if you want to find the average of first 11 numbers from 1 to 11, alright, then what will be the quick answer? The quick answer will be last number. You have to see last number is 11 here. So 11 plus 1, that is 12 by 2, that is the answer will be 11 plus 1 will be 12, 12 by 2 will be 24. Let's now see the problem based on this fourth note. So the problem says the average of first 61 natural numbers is dash. So what we have to do, the n here is 61. So 61 plus 1, that will be what? 62. So 62 by 2 will be, the answer will be 31. Okay. So here is the solution. Average of first 61 numbers will be 61 plus 1 by 2, and the answer is, so the correct option is C. Okay. Let's now see the various types of problems. The first type is average problems will based on average of numbers. Okay. Now basically here we shall solve the problems using the two formulas which we have seen earlier. Okay. Let's see the first problem. The average of 11 results is 50. If the average of first 6 results is 49 and that of last 6 results is 52, find the sixth result. Okay. Now see, that means how many terms are there? Total 11 terms are there whose average is given. Okay. And then this information is given to us. Okay. So using this information we have to find the sixth result. Let's see how to do that. Okay. See, first what to do, since the average of 11 results is given to us, okay, from this information can we find the sum of all the 11 results? Yes, no? Sum of all the terms we can find from this information, no? Once average by that formula, you remember. So what is that? Total, that is sum of all the 11 results, that is total of all the 11 results will be equal to the number of results are how many? 11 are there, into the average of the 11 result. Average of 11 result is 50. So 11 into 50 is 550. Okay. Now similarly we can find, because average of first 6 results is given to be 49. Okay. So total quantity is also known here, I mean the number of quantity is known here, and also the average is known of that. So we can find the sum of all the first 6 results, total of all the first 6 results. That is what we have done here. So total of first 6 results will be 6 into, because 6 number are there, total 6 quantities are there. So 6 into 49, that is 294. Similarly, if you see the last 6 results, if you take the last 6 terms, if you take the its average is also given, right? So the sum of all the last 6 results will be what? The sum of all last 6 terms will be what? That is nothing but total of last 6 results will be, that is the total number of quantities, that is 6 into the average of it. The average of it is 52. So 6 into 52 will give you 312. Okay. Now to get the sixth result, what we do is that we add this to, that is 312 plus 294, and from this, okay, from this I am subtracting this total of 11 result, that is 550. And if you simplify this, the answer is coming out to be 56. Now you may wonder how this is the sixth result, right? Okay, it's pretty simple. Here you see in this 294, what is this 294? 294 is nothing but it is the total of first 6 results. That means what? It is the total of first 6 terms, correct? No. That means what? First term plus second term plus third term plus fourth term plus fifth term plus sixth term. That total will give you 294 if we add all those first 6 terms. Okay. Let us look at this afterwards. Okay. See this 550. Okay. What is this 550? 550 is a total of total of the 11 terms. Correct? No, total of all the 11 terms. So that means what? This is nothing but first term plus second term plus third term plus fourth term plus fifth term plus sixth term up till 11th term. If you add all the 11 terms there, you will get this total, right? So that means what? First 6 terms are there present here, and first 6 terms were there here also present, right? But we are subtracting. So that means what? First 6 terms, okay, will get cancelled by the first 6 terms here, correct? So first 6 terms and first 6 terms will go. All right. Now what will remain here is the 7th term, 8th term, 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11, right? No, correct. Now this 312 is the total of last 6 results, right? That means who are present here? 6th term is there, 7th term is there, 8, 9, 10 and 11 term is there. It is addition of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 term, right? No, but notice here 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 term also there, correct? No, so all this 7, 8, 9 term, 7, 8, 9, 7 term, 8 term, 9 term, 10 term, 11 term will get cancelled with the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 term, right? So who will remain here? 6th term will remain. Okay, that's how it is. Let's see the next one. Okay, find average of all numbers between 5 and 49 which are divisible by 5. So what we have to do here is, between 5 and 49 we have to first find the numbers which are divisible by 5. Okay, after finding those numbers, okay, you find the average of those numbers. That is what the question is. Okay, so let us see. Here is the solution. Okay, so first, what is our aim? Aim is to find the numbers between 5 and 49 which are divisible by 5. So which are those numbers? So those numbers are here. So you see, after 5 you can say which is the next number? 6. But 6 is not divisible by 5, right? So 6 won't be coming. Then 7, 8, 9, these are all the numbers. These numbers are not divisible by 5. So who is the first number divisible by 5 after 5? That is 10. So 10 will be coming. Okay, then next 11, 12, 13, 14 won't come, right? Because those numbers are not divisible by 5. So next will be 15. Okay, so the next number after 15, you can say the next number which will be divisible by 5 is which one? Will be 20. So basically what we are doing, that is we are adding 5 to each term, right? No, to each previous term. So you see how we got this 15. Just add 5 to 10, you will get 15. The next number will be, just add 5 to this 15, that will be 20, and then this number will be divisible by 5. So keep on adding 5 till it reaches what? 49. All right, so here you see the first number was 10, then I added 5, so the next number divisible by 5 will be 15. Then if I want next number divisible by 5, what here that is, you again add 5 here, so 15 plus 5 is 20. Okay, so the next number will be what? 20 plus 5, that is 25, then 25, 30, 35, 40 and then 45. Now if I add 5 to this 45, the next number will be 50, but 50 is greater than 49. It is not coming under 49, right? No, yes or no? So that will be excluded. All right, okay, so what we have done is we have listed all the numbers between 5 and 49 which are divisible by 5. So these are the numbers. Okay, notice 5 is also a number which is divisible by 5. So 5 won't be coming in this list. Why? Because we want numbers between 5 and 49, right? Okay, so now to find the averages of these numbers, what you do? So by the definition, what it says, you add all these numbers and divide by how many numbers are there. So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of them are there, right? No, so what you do to find average of these numbers, we add all these numbers, divide by, they are in total 8, right? So this sum is coming out to be 220. 220 by 8 will come out to be 27.5. So let's see the next one. The average of 4 consecutive even numbers is 27. Find the largest of these numbers. Okay, Now to understand this, okay, first we must know what is the meaning of even numbers. Okay, so what are even numbers? Even numbers are numbers which are divisible by 2, correct? No, so let's say for example 2 is a even number, correct? No, the next even number will be what? 4. The next even number will be 8. Next even number will be 6, sorry. The next will be 8 and so on, right? So if you see, the gap between the two consecutive even numbers will be what? It will be 2. See if I'll list here. So I'll start with 2. The next will be what? 4. Okay. The next will be what? 6. The next will be 8 and so on, right? No? Yes or no? And keep on going. So you see here, what is the difference between these two even numbers, consecutive even numbers? 4 minus 2 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. So suppose if I have given you the even number 2. Suppose if I want to know the next even number. So what will I do? I will add 2 to this number, right? So 2 plus 2 will be 4. Correct, no? So if I want a next even number, what I'll do? I'll add 2 to this number. So 2 plus 4, that is 6 and so on. Correct? Okay. So we have to find, so what is given in the questions? The average of 4 consecutive even numbers is given to be 27. We have to find the largest of this number. So let's see how to do this. So let us first, consider the 4 consecutive even numbers. Let's see how to do. So let the 4 consecutive even numbers be x. So then if I have started with the x, okay, then the next even number will be what? X plus 2, because I have to add 2, right? So the next even number will be what? X plus 2 plus 2, that is x plus 2 plus 2 will be x plus 4. Okay, and the next even number will be x plus 4 plus 2, that is x plus 6. Correct? Okay. Now what is given in the question is averages of these 4 numbers. Averages of this, all these numbers are even, right? So averages of these 4 numbers is given to be what? 27. Okay. So here you see, given average of 4 consecutive even numbers is 27. But what is the formula for average? Average is nothing but sum of the terms divided by total number of terms. So sum of the terms will be what? X plus, so add all these terms. X plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6 divided by, okay, how many are there? 4 are there. So divided by 4 is equal to 27. There is a mistake here. This is not 4, this is 27. Okay. So if you add this, you can see what we get. X, how many times x are there? 1 2 3 4. So x plus x plus x plus x, that is 4x. Okay, and then add this 2 plus 4, that is 6. 6 plus 6, that is 12. So 4x plus 12 upon 4 is equal to 27. Correct? Let's see next. So thus what we get is 4x plus 12, okay, is equal to, what you do in the previous slide, it was upon 4 was there, right? So 4 I am multiplying to 27 from the previous slide. Okay, so what I get is 4x plus 12 is equal to 4 into 27. Okay, so next what we get is 4 into 27 is 108, and then this 12 I am taking on the other side becomes what? 108 minus, okay, 12. Okay, so next, so therefore x will be equal to, okay, first of all 108 minus 12 will be what? 96. All right, so here it will come, the difference will come out to be 96. So we'll get 4x is equal to 96. So therefore x will be equal to 96 by 4. Okay, and if you cancel this, the answer comes out to be 24. Okay, but this is not the final answer. Okay, so what is our final answer? Final answer will be, see, remember we wanted the largest uh, largest number, right? Okay, among the 4 consecutive integers. Yes or no? So we had written earlier that we had started with what? The 4 consecutive integers be x, comma x plus 2, x plus 4 and x plus 6. So x plus 6 was the largest integer, even integer, right? So but we have found a value of x here. So x is what? 24. So therefore the largest integer will be what? X plus 24, that is x plus 6, that is 24 plus 6 will be 30. So let's see. So therefore the largest number will be what? X plus 6, that is 24 plus 6, that is 30. Because x plus 6 was the largest even number there, right? Yes or no? X plus 6. Let's now see the problems on averages related to speed. Okay, so what is the meaning of speed? Speed is nothing but total distance traveled divided by total time taken to cover the distance. Alright, so this is basically the average speed. So speed is defined like this. Average speed is defined like this. That is distance traveled upon time taken. So distance upon time is the speed. Okay, now from this formula only, okay, one can also get, suppose if the speed and distance, if the speed and time is given, then we can also find a distance by this formula. So distance will be what? Speed multiplied by time. So distance will be speed multiplied by time. Or suppose if distance and speed is given and if we are asked to find time, then what you can do, that is you can take this speed down. So distance upon speed will be time. Alright, so this is the main formula, okay, for the speed. This is the definition of the speed here. Alright, now let us let me ask you one problem. Okay, let me ask you one question. So suppose if there is a two points here, okay, there is point A and point B. Okay, now suppose if the person is traveling from point A to point B, okay, he's starting his journey from point A to point B at a, suppose x, at a speed of x kilometer per hour. Okay, okay, now before I go here, okay, the distance here, it is measured in kilometer. I hope everybody knows that, and time is measured in hours. Okay, so the unit of speed will be kilometer per hour. All right, so unit of speed is always kilometer per hour. Okay, so if the person is traveling a journey, from he's starting a journey from point A to point B, say suppose at a speed of x kilometer per hour. Okay, and then again the same distance he's traveling from point B to point A, let's say suppose y kilometer per hour. Okay, then what will be his average speed during the entire journey, that is from point A to point B and from point B to point A again. So what will be the average speed? All right, so to answer this, okay, the formula is given here will help us. If a person travels a distance at a speed of x kilometer per hour and the same distance at a speed of y kilometer per hour, then the average speed during the whole journey is 2xy upon x plus y kilometer per hour. That means, you see, the distance is same, the distance covered is same, okay, but two different speeds are given, right? Two different speeds are given, one is x and another is y. Okay, two different speeds are given, whereas the distance traveled is same. All right, so then the average speed during the whole journey will be what? It will be, what you do, that is you multiply the two speeds and multiply by 2 also, divide by, add the two speeds. So this is the answer, this will be the answer for this. All right, the same can be put in this language also. So what is that? If half of the journey, okay, is travel at a speed of x kilometer per hour, that is here. So if this half of the journey is suppose travel at a speed of x kilometer per hour, and the next half of the journey, okay, is traveled, say suppose at a speed of y kilometer per hour, then the average speed during the whole journey will be again the same. Okay, so if you travel this first half and then second half with the different speeds but the distance are same, all right, then the average speed during the entire journey will be 2x upon x plus y kilometer per hour. Or it can be put in this also, in this form also. If a man goes to a certain place at a speed of x kilometer per hour and returns to the original place at a speed of y kilometer per hour, this is what I had discussed here in the beginning, right? Okay, so if a man travels from point A to point B at a speed of x kilometer per hour and then from point B to point A at a speed of y kilometer per hour, then the average speed during the entire journey, that is from A to B and from B to A, okay, will be, that is up and down journey, will be 2xy upon x plus y kilometer per hour. Okay, so keep this in mind. So based on this, we will see the problems ahead. Okay, so let's take it. Okay, before that, okay, let us see this. Suppose if three different speeds are there, then how the formula, what formula looks like? Okay, so if a person travels three equal distances, this equal distances is very important here. Okay, so if a person travels three equal distances at a speed of x kilometer per hour y kilometer per hour and z kilometer per hour respectively, then the average speed during the whole journey is, okay, now in this case what you have to do, even three different speeds are given, so you multiply first x into y into z there, okay, and then multiply by 3, divide by, what you do first, x into y plus y into z, and then x into z, okay. So look at this formula. What does formula says in the denominator? What is that? X into y first, that is product of the first two speeds, then a product of each speed you take, okay, each two speeds taken two at a time, product of two speeds taken two at a time you take, and then add it, okay. So that will be the denominator part. So and this whole thing will give us the answer for the average speed during the entire journey. All right, now actually this formula can be derived, okay, but we are not deriving here. All right, one can derive this formula. All right, okay, so the very important note here is the above formula are applicable when the parts of journey are equal. So you see here equal distances are traveled, so that time we can apply this formula. If suppose unequal distances are traveled, we cannot apply this formula. All right, so we shall see the problem. Okay, so a train travels from A to B at the rate of 20 km per hour and from B to A at the rate of 30 km per hour. So what is the average rate for the whole journey? Now this is a straightforward problem, okay. So the formula given in the previous slide, okay, will be helpful for us here. All right, so let's see this. So what do you think the average speed will be? What the average speed will be, because you see here equal distances are traveled, right, from A to B. So the person is going from A to B there, okay, yes or no, and then again he is coming from B to A, so equal distances travel, right, but the speeds are different. That is, one is 20 km and another is 30 km. So use a direct formula there, which is given in the previous slide. So what is that? 2 into the first speed into the second speed divided by sum of the two speeds. So if you do this, the answer is coming out to be 120,550, which is 24 km per hour. Okay. So you see that the units are same here. Okay. If the units are different, first you make sure that first you make the unit same and then apply the formula. Okay. Okay. So the next problem: a person divides his total route of journey into three equal parts and decides to travel the three parts with the speeds of 40, 30 and 15 km per hour respectively. Find his average speed during the whole journey. So what he has done, he has suppose this is a journey, okay, he's suppose this is a journey he is traveling, okay, but how he has divided his journey, he has divided his journey into three equal parts, okay, so these three parts are equal. All right, so and he is traveling each part with a different speed. You see, from this point to this point he is traveling at a rate of 40 km per hour. Then from this part to this part is traveling at the rate of 30 km per hour, and then from this part to this part is traveling at the rate of 15 km per hour. So equal distances is traveled, but the speeds are different, correct. And how many speeds are given here? Three speeds are given, so we have to make use of this formula here. Okay, so let us use this formula and see what answer we get. The average speed will be equal to what? This 3, as it is 3 here, into, so x y z, so this is my x y z, so 40 into 30 into 15, 40 into 30 into 15 divided by, so you do this 40 into 30 x into y, 40 into 30 plus 30 into 15 and plus 40 into 15 by this formula. Okay, and if you multiply this whole numerator, you get the answer here 54,000. And if you first multiply this and then add the product. Okay, so after multiplication of these numbers and then adding the all the products, you can see will give us what? 2250, and upon division it will give us 24 km per hour. So the average speed during the entire journey, okay, will be what? 24 km per hour. Okay, let's now see the problem wherein distances covered are not same. Okay, okay, one third of a certain journey is covered at a rate of 25 km per hour, then one fourth at the rate of 30 km per hour, and the rest at 50 km per hour. Find the average speed for the whole journey. So let's see here. Suppose this is a full journey to be covered. Okay, then what is given in the question? This one third. Okay, that is suppose this is the one third part. So suppose one third portion of the entire journey is covered at what 25 kilometer. Then the next one fourth part of the entire journey. Suppose this is a one fourth part of the entire journey. Next, this is covered at a rate of 30 kilometer per hour, and the rest is covered at a rate of 50 kilometer per hour. Okay, now we are interested in finding the average speed during the entire journey. So how do we do this? So basically what we'll be going to do is that, okay, to find the average speed during the entire journey, okay, what we will use a formula that average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. Okay, now total distance is nowhere given in the question there, right? No. Okay, so and also you see total time can be found, okay, by using some of this information once we know the total distance, right? Okay, so after finding the total time taken and the total distance, we can make use of the formula average speed is equal to total time distance upon time, and from there we'll get our answer. Okay, now since distance is not given, what we will do is that let the total distance, we'll consider the total distance to be x kilometer. Okay, so let the total journey be x kilometer. Okay, so then we know that you can say one third of the full journey, that is one third of x kilometer, is covered at a rate of 20. So one third of x will be what? X by 3. Okay, so this first portion will be x by 3. Then one fourth of x, okay, will be x by 4, and this is covered at 30. And then the rest meaning what? The rest meaning the whole journey is x, right? So if I want to know this portion, then that will be what? It will be x minus this one. Yes or no? But what is this one? This one is nothing but x by 3 plus x by 4. So x minus x by 3 plus x by 4 will give me the rest part, and that is covered at a rate of 50 kilometer per hour. Okay, so let's see next. So see here, then x by 3 kilometer is covered at the rate of 25 kilometer per hour, that is the first part. Then x by 4 kilometer is covered at a rate of 30 kilometer per hour, that is the second part. And x minus x by 3 plus x by 4 is covered at a rate of 50 kilometer per hour, that is the third part. Okay, all right. So now what we will do is that, so we have taken the distance to be what here? X. Okay, so the total distance traveled is x, we know now, right? No. So if I now find the total time taken, then we are done. Yes or no? Then we can make use of the average speed formula. Yes or no? So now we'll find the total time taken. Okay, so but let us see how to find the time taken to cover a distance of x by 3 kilometer is x upon 3 into 25 hours. Now what does it mean here? It is, let's see. So what is given here? X by 3 kilometer is covered at the speed of 25 kilometer per hour. So what does it mean here? It means that to cover a distance of 25 kilometer, it is taking 1 hour, right? Now to cover a distance of x by 3 kilometer at this speed, okay, what time it will take? So we don't know the time, so let us consider the t. All right, to find this t, okay, what you do cross multiplication. So x by 3 into 1 hour, that is x by 3, and 25 into t is 25t. So t will be what? T will be, so bring this 25 down, so t will be what? X upon 3 into 25. Okay, so the time taken, okay, to cover a distance of x by 3 kilometer, okay, will be what? X by 3 into 25 hours. So that is what we have written here. All right, so but what is this? 25 into 3 is nothing but 75. So x by 75 hours. All right, so similarly, okay, so this is called a unitary method. Okay, so similarly, time taken to cover a distance of x by 4 kilometer at this speed will be what? X by 4 into the 30. By this method only, like this only you can do here. All right, and this is nothing but x by 120 hours. Right, before we find a time taken to cover a distance of the rest of the distance, the rest of the part, that is x minus x by 3 plus x by 4. Okay, first we'll try to simplify this, okay, as shown aside. Here we see, so x minus x by 3 plus x by 4 is equal to x minus, first you simplify within the bracket. So what is this? Since these are the additions of the two fractions, so since the denominator is not same, we'll first make the denominator same by, we have used a cross multiplication method. So 4 into x is 4x plus 3 into x is 3x divided by the whole divided by 4 into 3, that is 12. And this will give rise to x minus 4x plus 3x is 7x divided by 12. And again do the cross multiplication, because this is also a fraction, this is also a fraction. Here the denominator is 1. Correct? No? Here the denominator is 1. Yes or no? So 12 into x is 12x minus 1 into 7x is 7x divided by 12 and 1 is 12. So which is equal to 12x minus 7x is 5x upon 12. Okay. So this is same as what? This is same as 5x by 12 kilometer, this distance. Right? Okay. So this distance, meaning this one, 5x by 12 kilometer, is covered at the rate of what? At 50 kilometer per hour. Correct? Yes or no? So that means time taken to cover this distance will be what? Time taken to cover this distance will be 5x by 12, okay, into 50. 5x whole divided by 12 into 50 by this unitary method, same as what we have done here. Okay. So let's see. Here you see. So 5x by 12 kilometer will be 5x by 12 into 50, that is 5x divided by 12 into 50 is 600 hours. Alright. So this we have found the time taken, okay, for each part of the journey. Yes or no? So therefore the time taken to cover the entire journey will be what? Will be the sum of all this. Yes or no? So therefore the total time taken during the journey of x kilometer will be x by 75 hours plus x by 120 hours plus 5x by 600 hours. Yes, if you add these all, again these are addition of fractions only, but the denominators are not same here. So what we will do, we'll try to make the denominator same. So how we have made a denominator same here? So what we have done is, we have multiplied to this fraction, we have multiplied by 8. So if you do that, you will get 8x divided by 8 into 75 will be 600. So we get 8x there, okay, plus here we have multiplied to make this denominator 600, we have multiplied by this fraction by 5. So 5 here, 5, and here you multiply 5. So 120 into 5 will give you 600, this will be 5x, and this is already 600. So the denominator will be everywhere 600, and what will be the numerator? The new numerator will be, here it will be 8x plus 5x plus 5x, okay, which is what we have done here. Okay, so this is whole divided by 600, and just add it now. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18x by 600 hours. Okay, if we cancel this, so we will get what? 3x by 100 hours, right? So you can cancel with 6 there, 6 is 18, 600 is 600, alright. So this is the total time taken during the entire journey, right? So now can we find the average speed during the entire journey? Yes. That is, thus the average speed will be what? The distance traveled, the total distance, that is total distance was x kilometer, which we considered in the beginning, divided by total time taken. So the total time taken will be 3x by 100, okay, which is equal to what? So this 100 goes up, 100 by 3, x get cancelled, right? X get cancelled, right? Yes or no? So 100 goes up, so 100 by 3 kilometer per hour, and this is nothing but 33.33 kilometer per hour. So the average speed during the entire journey is 33.33 kilometer per hour. Alright. Let's now see the problems related to age. Let me put a question here. Let's say there are 5 members in a group whose average age is given. Suppose we add 6th member, and suppose the original average increases after adding this 6th member. Then what will be the age of the 6th member? Okay, the formula given here will help us in solving such questions. So in this, there are again two types. The first one is when new member is added in the group, so when addition of the new member, okay, and the second one is the replacement of a member in the group. Okay, so the first one will be what? Addition of a new member in the group. Second one will be the replacement of the member in the group. Okay, so under this addition of the new member, there are two cases. The first case is if average age increases, that means after adding the new member in the group, suppose the original age, which is their average age, suppose if it increases, then we have to apply this formula. Okay, and the formula says what? Okay, the age of a, under this category, the formula says age of a new member will be, the age of a new member added will be, you have to take the previous average, okay, plus increase in average after new member is added. So how much there is a rise in the average, that we have to write it, that we have to put here, multiply by total members including new member. Okay, now in case there is a problem here, we shall see this later. Okay, the second case is if the average age decreases, that means after addition of the new member in the group of the family, suppose the average age decreases, then we have to use this formula. Okay, the formulas, basically both the formulas are similar, only the slight modification is there here is instead of plus there is a minus sign here, and instead of increase there is a decrease here. Rest all are same, these are same and this is also same. Okay, so age of a new member added will be equal to given previous age minus decrease in average after new member is added multiplied by total members including new member. Okay, let's see the problem. The average age of 30 boys of a class is equal to 14 years. Okay, so when the age of the class teacher is included, so who is a new member which is added here to the group of, which is a group here, group of, there is a class of boys, no, so that is a group here, correct, no, so who is added, teacher is added, so this is the new member, right, teacher is a new member here, is included, the average becomes 15 years. So you see, after addition of the new member, okay, what has happened to the average? The earlier average was 14 years. The earlier average was 14 years. Now it has increased to 15 years. That means there is a rise in the average. Correct, no? So average has been increased there. Correct, no? Yes or no? So find the age of the class teacher. That means find the age of the new member. Correct, no? This is what the question is asked. So since average has increased, we will apply which formula, and this is the addition of the new member, so that means it is coming under this category here, right or no? So since the average has increased, we will use this formula. Okay, so the age of a new member, that means the age of a teacher now here, okay, will be what? It will be given the previous average. So previous average is what? The average is 14, no? So this is the previous average. Previous average is 14 plus, okay, increase in average after new member is added. So what is the increase in average? That is what? The new average is 15, the original average is 14. So 15 minus 14 will be the increase in that average, right? So 15 minus 14 multiply by here you see total members including new member. Okay, so earlier how many members were there? 30, but after addition of new member, how much it has become? 31. So it is 31, right? Correct, no? So you see between these two there is a multiplication operation there, and here there is addition. So first we have to simplify this. Alright, so this 14 as it is, 15 minus 14 is 1, 1 into 31, so 31 minus 31, 31 plus 14 is 45 years. Okay, so age of the class teacher will be 45 years. Alright, let's see the next. In this case, what we do is, instead of adding new member, we are replacing the old member by a new one. Okay, now again there are two possibilities. That is, after replacing a member, average age may increase or it may decrease. Correct? If it increases, okay, then we use this formula. Okay, if it decreases, the average age decreases, I suppose, after replacing by a new member, we use this formula. So what does the formula say? The formula says that age of a new member, that means once we after replacing the old member by a new member, the age of the new member, okay, will be equal to what? Age of separated member. Age of separated member meaning the age of the removed member, the old member which has been removed, its average we have to take. All right, plus increase in average after adding new member. Okay, so you take, see the increase and then the total members. Total members will remain same, right? Here there won't be increase in the total members because we are just replacing, nothing else. Yes or no? If the average is decreased, then what will happen? The average, the age of a new member will be what? Age of the separated member. This is same, exactly same. Only instead of plus there will be minus sign, and then decrease in average after a new member is added, and then total members. Okay, so if you remember one formula, it's easy to remember the other one. Okay, let's see the problem. Okay, here is it. In a class, there are 20 boys whose average age is decreased by 2 months. Alright. When one boy age 18 years is replaced by a new boy. Okay. So when the average age decreases by 2 months, when one boy age 18 years is replaced by a new boy. Alright. Find the age of the new boy. So what has happened here? Okay. This is a replacement problem. So replacement problem meaning in this type it is coming. Correct, no? So we have to use the formulas regarding this. Yes or no? So but average average age is decreased here. Correct? So we'll use this formula. Okay. Now to use this formula, we must know these values, right? Correct. Now age of a separated member is what here? Now you see here this one, this boy with 18 years is removed, right? No? Yes or no? So this is the boy who is removed here or separated. So therefore the age of the separated member will be 18 there. Okay. Minus total members are how many? Total members are 20 boys were there. So 20 will be correct, no? And decrease in average after new member is added. So what is the decrease? What is the fall there in the averages? The fall is by 2 months, right? So 2 months will come. But remember now this is in months. Yes. So we have to convert into years. So how to convert these months into years? What you have to do that is, if you want to convert months into years, you have to just divide by, take the given month given and divide it by 12. Okay, so this will be what? This will be 1 by 6. Yes or no? So 2 months meaning 1 by 6 year. 2 months is 1 by 6 of a year, right? No? Correct, no? Okay. So only thing we have to place here what? We have to place 1 by 6 because everything is in terms of years, right? So we have to ensure that it should be same units. Alright. Let's see the solution. Yeah, by direct formula above, age of a new boy will be what? Age of a new will be 18. Age of a separated removed minus, you see, 2 by 12, right? Because 2 months is converted into years. So that is how 2 by 12 it is into 20 total members, which is equal to 18 minus. Okay, what you do that is here, we can cancel, one can cancel here. Alright, so what is there after cancellation? What will happen? This is 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, and then 2 3s are 6. So 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12. Okay, yes or no? Then 2 3s are 6, and then 2 10s are 20. So what we get is 10 by 3 we get. So 18 minus 10 by 3, here it is. And then again do the cross multiplication. So 3 18 54. 54 minus 10 will be 44. 44 upon 3 ones are 3. Correct, no? Alright. Now see, this 44 by 3 will be in terms of years. Right, no? So see again, let's see how we have written this. Okay, it's nothing but simple division it is. So what you have to do that is 44 by 3 will be what? How can I write 44 by 3? Just write it in terms of mixed fraction there. Alright. So if you see this 3 14s are, this will be 42. 42 plus 2 will be 44. 44 by 3. So how to convert these ordinary fractions into mixed fraction? What do you just do the normal division there? So 44 here you see. Okay. And then divide by 3. Alright. So this is what? 3 ones are 3. Then 1. And then 4. So 3 2s are 3 4s are sorry, 3 4s are 12, and then what remains is 2 remains. Correct, no? Yes or no? So now you say, so 14 came here. Alright. So how to write this now in this form? Okay, what you do that is, this 44 by 3 is nothing but you take the quotient there 14, then take the remainder 2, and then take the divisor. Alright. So what is that? How to convert this ordinary fraction to mixed fraction? So you first divide this, you will get a quotient and remainder. So write the quotient here, that is 14. Alright. Then write remainder 2 and divide the remainder 2 by the divisor 3. Okay. So now see, this full is what? 14 years and 2 by third year. Correct, no? So 14, again I am converting this 2 by third year into months. Okay. let us say how that is, how to convert. Okay, so 14 years as it is here, right? Now let us see what is 2 by third year. Okay, now notice 1 by third, 1/3 of a year is what? 1/3 of a year is how many months? It is 4 months, correct? See, in a year there are 12 months, right? So 1/3 of 12 will be what? It is 4 months. So 1/3 of a year will be 4 months. So therefore 2/3 of a year will be what? 4 plus 4, that is 8 months. Alright. So this is the full thing is what? 14 years and how many months? 8 months. Alright. Okay. Let us go to the next one. The average weight of 4 men is increased by 3 kg. So here you see the weight is increased by, the average weight of 4 men is increased by 3 kg. When it is, when one of them who weighs 120 kg is replaced by another man. So total 4 men are there and one of them is replaced. Okay, one of them is replaced. Who is replaced? The one who weighs 120 kg is replaced. Also this is again a replacing problem, and what also notice that you can see the average has increased there. So that means we have to use which formula? This formula here, correct? No, because the average is increased. Yes or no? So what is the weight of the new man? Again we can use this direct formula. Alright, so the weight of the new man will be what? It will be the weight of the removed member. So weight of the removed member will be what? 120 kg. Alright, plus increase in average after new member is added. So what is increase in average? That is 3 multiplied by total members are how many? 4. Correct? So just substitute and get, and just simplify and get the answer. Alright, so now in this formula I have given in terms of age here. It need not be age, okay, only. It can be anything, weight, it can be price, anything. Alright, okay. Let's see the solution. You see, so by direct formula, weight of a new man will be weight of a removed man, okay, plus increase in average into number of men, right? So weight of a removed man was 120 plus increase in average was 3 into number of men were 4. So 120 plus 3 4 is 12, 120 plus 12 will be 132 kg. Right? Simple problem, right? Okay, if you know the formula. Right. Now let us see the problems, okay, without using direct formula. Alright, so let us do that also. So okay, the average of marks obtained by 120 candidates in a certain examination is 35. So total how many candidates are there? 120 candidates are there, okay, and the average marks is 35 then. Okay, if the average marks of passed candidates is 39 and that of the failed candidate is 15, what is the number of candidates who passed the examination? So here you see about the passed candidates and failed candidates, what information is given? Information about their averages is given. Okay, correct, no? And also the information about the average of the entire candidates is given. Yes or no? So using this information, we have to find a number of candidates who passed the examination. Okay, so what we do here is we take the number of candidates who passed the examination as x, because we don't know. So let's see here the solution. Let the number of passing candidates be x. Now we are not using here in this solution, we are not using direct formula. Okay, we'll see the in detail we'll see how to do this actually. Alright, so let the number of passing candidates be x. Okay, so if the passing candidates are x, then the failing candidates will be what? Because total candidates we know that is what? 120. So therefore the number of failing candidates will be 120 minus x. Correct? Okay. Now let us see. Average is given about 120 candidates, right? Average marks of obtained by 120 candidates is given there. Yes or no? So that means can I find the total of the marks of the 120 candidates? Yes, because we know that by the formula we know in the beginning we have studied, right? So what is total? Total is nothing but average into the number of quantities, right? No. So here the number of candidates are how many? 120 and average is 35. So therefore the total marks of 120 candidates will be what? It will be 120 into 35. Yes or no? So here you see the total marks of 120 candidates will be 120 into, that is number of quantities, number of candidates into the its average. Alright, so it is coming out to be 4200. Yes or no? But the total marks of 120 candidates are what? In this 120 candidates, passing candidates are there, and as well as failing candidates will be there. So total marks of 120 candidates is equal to what? Total marks of passing candidates plus total marks of failing candidates. Correct? Total marks we already found out here, that is 4200. Yes. So total marks of passing candidates will be what? Again, can we find total marks of passing candidates? We have already taken number of passing candidates is x, and average is given of the passing candidates, you see, that is 39. So therefore the total marks of the passing candidates will be what? It will be 39 into x, so that is 39x. Correct? No? So total marks of passing candidates will be 39x. Yes. Okay. Let us now see total marks of failing candidates. So we know that already. We have seen here how many total failing candidates are there. Total number of failing candidates are 120 minus x, right? And its average is given. The failing candidates average is given, that is 15. So therefore the total marks, okay, of the failing candidates will be that is average into the number of failing candidates. The average is 15 into the number of failing candidates is 120 minus x, right? So now only thing is that we got this linear equation which we have to solve to get our solution. All right. So let us see, this is what? 4200 39x. Just multiply this inside. So 15 into 120 minus 15x. Okay, the distributive law which we have used here. All right. The next is 4200. Okay, and this is 13. Okay, so let's see. This is what? 39x minus 15x will be what? It is 39x minus 15x will be, it will be 24x. Okay. This is, there is a mistake here. I mean, this is plus. Okay, this is plus here. So 39x minus 15x is 24x. All right, and 120 into 15 is what? Actually 1800. That I am taking on the other side, so it will become minus. So 4200 minus 1800. All right. So 4200 minus 1800 will be 2400. This will be again positive. There is a mistake. Okay, this is again a positive here. All right, because this is the bigger number and which has plus sign, right? So 4200 minus 1800 will be 2400, and this is of course positive. Okay, so we got what? 2400 is equal to 24x. So therefore x will be what? X will be 2400 by 24. So 24 hundreds are 2400, right? So x is equal to 100. So therefore the number of passing candidates is how many? 100. All right. So see, this problem we have solved using the first formula only. Okay, that is average is equal to sum of quantities divided by number of quantities, right? It is based on that. So no direct formula we have used here to obtain the solution. All right. So sometimes this is also useful. You should also know this. Okay, how to do. Okay, let's see the next one. A batsman in his 17th innings makes a score of 85 and thereby increases his average by 3. What is his average after 17 innings? All right, that means you see here up to 16 innings. Okay, some average run will be there, right? Up to 17 innings, up to 16 innings, sorry. All right, now that has increased, that average has increased to what? 3 after a score of 85 runs in 17th innings. All right, so what is asked is what will be the average after 17 innings. All right, so let's see how to do this without using formula. Okay, so what I'll do, that is we'll take the average after 17 innings be x. Okay, we'll consider average after 17 innings as x. Okay, let us see that. Here you see, let the average after 17 innings be x, right? But then what is the formula for the average? This is average, right? What is the formula for the average? This is average up to 17 innings, after 17 innings, right? So average after 17 innings will be what? It will be the total runs scored in the 17 innings divided by number of innings. Yes or no? Correct, no? So average after 17 innings will be total runs scored up to 17 innings divided by number of innings. So number of innings are how many? 17, right? Now total runs scored up to 17 innings will be what? Total runs scored up to 17 innings will be total runs scored up to 16th innings plus runs scored in the 17, because run scored in the 17 innings is already given to us, that is 85 here, right? Now so I am splitting like that. So what is that? Total runs scored up to 17 innings will be what? Total runs scored up to 16th inning plus runs scored in the 70th innings. Yes. So runs scored in the 17th innings will be what? It is 85. Substituting here 85. So that is the runs scored in the 17th inning. I am substituting as 85. Number of innings 17 already it is there. Now let us have a look at this one. Total runs scored up to 16th innings. Okay. So total runs scored up to 16 innings will be what? Okay, by the again from the definition of average, again by the formula of the average, it will be what? Total will be what? Average into the number of innings. Yes or no? So average after 16 innings into number of innings. Yes or no? So number of innings are how many? 16 there, because we are considering up to 16 innings will be. So number of innings will be 16 into average after 16 innings. Right? Okay. Is this fine here? Up till here? Okay. Now see, average after 16 innings will be what? Average after 16 innings will be, now let us see, we have considered average after 17 innings as x, right? So from 16 innings to 17 innings, okay, what is the difference? The difference is 3, because from 16 innings, okay, to 17 it is increased. The 16 innings average has increased by 3. Okay, yes or no? So average after 16 innings will be what? You take the average of the 17th inning and subtract 3 from that. That will be average after 16 innings. Yes or no? So what is the difference between average after 16 innings and average after 17 innings? Because you see it has increased, the average has increased by 3. So the difference is 3. Right now. So we have already considered average after 17 innings as x. So the average after 16 innings will be x minus 3. You go behind. Right? So average after 16 innings will be x minus 3 into 16 plus 85 divided by 17. The only thing, so what we have here is x is equal to x minus 3 into 16 plus 85 by 17. So let's see in the next slide. Okay, so we have x is equal to what? X minus 3 into 16 plus 85 by 17. Now just a matter of simplification. Okay, so let us cross multiply this. So 70, because two fractions are equal here, so let us simplify this using cross multiplication. So 17 into x is 17x is equal to x minus 3 into 16 plus 85. So I'll take this 16 inside. So 16 into x will be 16x minus 16 3s are 48 plus 85. Right? Okay. So what we have then 17x. The 16x, I'm taking the like terms together. So 17x minus 16x, okay, which is equal to minus 48 plus 85 will give you 37. So bigger number is 85, so it has plus sign, so 37. So 17x minus 16x will be x, which is equal to 37. Alright. So the average after, so this is x is what? X is the average after 17 innings. So the average after 17 innings will be 37. Alright. Okay. So if you see, let me go back. Okay. So if you see, this problem is about the average. It is asked to find the average. Okay. Also average here average has increased here by 3. Alright, and new innings has been added here. Alright, no, new term has been added here. Okay, so the formulas which were given in the previous slide, okay, that is after adding a new member, what is the age of the new member, what, correct, no? So those formula exactly we cannot make use here. Alright, because those formulas were applicable when it was asked to find, when it is asked to find the term, okay, and not the average. But here you see it is asked to find the average. Alright, no. So the formulas will be slightly different. Okay. But we have solved this problem without using formula. This is also very simple. Okay, if you understand the concept, it's very simple. Okay, to find to get the solution. Alright. Okay. Also notice that the original average is not given here in this problem. Okay, to make use of the formula given in the previous slide, okay, one must know the previous average or the original average also. Alright. Okay. That's all for today. Hope you have understood the problems we solved in this presentation. But before we have this presentation, let me put a question to teach your brain cells. Here it is. The average age of a family of 6 members is 22 years. If the age of the youngest members be 7 years, then what was the average age of the family at the birth of the youngest member? try to attempt this problem. Okay, it's pretty simple. Okay, you use your knowledge of the averages, the arithmetic mean, basically what we learned. Okay, the formulas and all right, the try to think first with the basic formula of the average. Okay, that will help you. Okay, surely. And do let me know the solution in the WhatsApp group. Till then, have a nice day and goodbye. Thank you.